Back to another video. Today we'll be doing the full lock kit on the front and the rear arms in the rear, which are from pretty much all of it's from Kazama Auto. So I'll show you what I got here now. It's 25mm extended lowers, just different tie rod ends, plus strengthened and extended inner tie rods, I think. The V2 knuckle kit and some caster arms. They're not from Kazama, they're off eBay, but. And then I have the rear, like all the rear suspension arms in here, which, man, these things look sick. They got like a sick metallic paint job to them, which should match my coilovers actually. Tog coilovers. And I'm just going to put them at the same distance that these old at as well. Like, I'll just make them the exact same distance for now and then put them all in there, and then you can get a wheel alignment and adjust them from there to make your camber, caster and everything all good. Oh, they're looking good. This is looking good, brother. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and do this side off camera, and then I'll show you once she's all done. Alright, make sure you go over all your bolts as well with the spanner, because you pretty much have to do up the nut side on all of these. Because if you're doing up the bolt side, the bolt side must have them little locking things that go into the metal. So you need to do up the nut side. So even after I did them with the rattle gun, it was still loose on the nut side. So I went over all of them with the spanner, which you should do anyway, just peace of mind. Yeah, now I've just got to do up all these little ones for now. I'm not going to adjust anything today. I'm just going to leave it how it was. And yeah, and then I can start doing the front probably on another day. Okay, I'm back. It's a couple of days later now. I'm ready to do the front lock kit on this thing and all the front stuff that I bought for it. And yeah, I got a fresh haircut, brother. Ooh, looking fine. And yeah, I just had a couple of other jobs I had to get done, like in between the last point and then this one. That's why it's a couple of days later, but yeah, we'll get stuck into it. But first of all, I just want to turn the wheels and see how much lock I have now, and then what this kit actually does. Because this is just like a bolt-in kit. It's not like a cut knuckles kit that you get like from, say, Black Arts or something like that. It's a V2 Kazama kit, which is just made for like all your standard sort of rack placement and all that, which means that you'll get the most lock out of the standard sort of suspension setup. But I do have like the 25mm extended bottom control arms as well, so that extends the track out of the bottom about 25mm, gives you a bit more camber in that as well on the front wheels. And yeah, I'll just turn it now and put a tape line on the ground, and then we can go from there. So I've just turned the steering wheel full lock and just put a bit of a tape mark on the ground there, like the same angle as the wheel. So once I'm done, I can put it back down and see how much more lock I've got. But the wheel does move a little bit further. If I pull on it, it's going back to that same spot. But yeah, as you can see, there's not that much lock on that at the moment. So we'll see what's like after I'm finished. Okay, so the parts I got for the front are the 25mm lower extended Kazama arms, the Kazama like strengthened tie rods, the tie rod ends, they're off like a saw or something, I think, and then you flip them around, like, so the left one's on the right and the right one's on the left to give you a bit more clearance. And then I got the Kazama V2 lock kit, plus yeah, some caster arms off eBay that are like adjustable ones. I do want to say, like, yeah, people go like big lock kits and that, but when I'm first learning a car, I do just want it to be like a little bit more lock than standard, you know, and then I can go to like give myself more lock later on, because you don't want to have a whole bunch of lock when you're first learning, because then you just end up like trying to catch yourself like with the lock. But yeah, it's better off learning without a bunch of lock first. So yeah, we'll get into it. Alright, that's the standard stuff out. I'll just have to get this bracket off here, and I'll need them bolts that the caster arms bolted on with. But yeah, that'll come out pretty easily. So I can just throw all the new stuff in there now. Bolt it all back up. I'm up there, but I just need to put this bracket onto these arms here. These Kazama arms look real good as well. Like, they're extended really nicely, so it actually looks like a factory sort of arm. Like, you might be thinking, oh, Scott, why aren't you extending them yourself and cutting the knuckles, like the standard knuckles, and just welding them up and that, save a bit of money? But I thought I saved a lot of money on the motor and that, and I'll buy like good good suspension parts, like, and everything to make the car nice, like, and suit. Because like, if I go welding that up, like, who knows what's gonna happen. Like, I did do my S13, but I'm not driving that on the street, so I want like nice suspension, everything that I know is going to be good for the street, like, so when I'm cruising around it's all nice. I'm not like thinking, oh man, I welded this arm up, hopefully it doesn't snap off in the front end, you know, and then my wheel goes, see you later. Alright, so I put the split pin in here. I did put red Loctite on these as well, just a tiny bit, because red Loctite's pretty strong, so I didn't have anything else. But I know these things come loose, like, if you don't do them up properly. So, and I just put a bit of anti-seize stuff on the bolts that go into the car, because you never want them to really be like seized up or anything. So you make sure you get them in there right and do them all up properly. They're all done up. This is done up. I'm waiting to do these ones up, because like I said, you need the weight on the car, but I've got the boot on here now. This looks like it's extended as well, so I'm not going to use the little lockout things. I should just be able to put a bit of red Loctite on there and then do it up, and then the boot will slide back over onto that. And just make sure you have all your boot on there and your little spring that holds that part. I'll have to put a cable tie like around this part here, but yeah, after that should be all good. Throw the Loctite on it. I'll probably put a bit more on this because it is steering compartment, so get a good dose on there, you know, dosage. Hopefully this just goes in, no issues, brother. She's a bit, yeah, there we go. Straight in. And you want to crank that up? Give this little drinky. That's in there now. And I can slide this down. This has already been greased up in here from up there. Slide that down to the little joint there. Push this back over. Now I'll get this turned. Boom. That's it. Now ready for the tie rod end on here. Boom. I'll do the other side and then I'll get back to you, Barry. Alrighty, I got these on. They're on the back, the different sides from each other. So this is the left side and that's the right side. That's what the bloke told me to do. So obviously it's so you get the clearance in here, like around here. If you had them on the other side, this would be probably hitting that and stopping your lock. But goddamn, this thing's got some lock now. It looks like it. Alright, just dropped it on the ground, turned the wheel, marked it again, because when I grab the wheel and pull it, it goes a little bit further. But same thing on the standard one, it went a little bit further. It's just, you know, the steering wheel's just it goes back a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely a considerable difference. Just for like a kit, you can just bolt straight in and not do any steering rack relocation or cutting any of the knuckles or anything. I'm actually going to try and measure this to see exactly how much angle more it got, and then I'll let you know how much more angle it got. But yeah, I don't know, I'm happy with that. That's pretty decent. I left it at the same height just so I could show you, but now I'm going to put it up and I'm going to raise it all back up, probably 20 more or 30 mil in the front and then another 10 in the rear, so that's 20 mil. But then I'm gonna try and put some like the camber out in the rear to get it at the setting I sort of want, and then this video will be done, brother. Alrighty, so it's been a couple of hours now. I've just been giving it all alignment, trying to get it into some sort of a spot where it looks like a drift sort of spec, and I have like some sort of the right camber, caster, toe, everything that I want. But I'm pretty happy with it now, so I'll give you a look of how it is. I do like a little bit of toe out in the front, a little bit of toe in the rear, and because it's on the hoist, I've set the, like I've done the alignment on the hoist, so the wheels are at droop. Actually, you should do an alignment when it's on the ground, but I've tried to counter for the droop just with my eye alignment and my broom stick alignment. I like using the broom down the side of the car and measuring off the doors and that. It seemed to work last time on my drift car, but I will get this thing actually aligned because it's going to be on the street. But yeah, I've raised the coils and everything before I did the alignment, so I'll see what it looks like on the ground. but you can see the wheels now. They've got a bit of poke in there. They're actually cambered out the top way. Like, so they got positive camber at the moment because the car's in the air about 1 degree. So I'm hoping when I drop it down, it takes up to 1 degree and it sits like at 0 degrees, and that, or a little bit off 0 degrees. So when you do get into it, it squats down and then it uses at all the tire at 0 degrees. But yeah, I got everything done up and the whole kit is in now. The whole suspension is done. All this, I just need to put a cable tie on here. I don't actually have any cable ties. What a surprise. All my cable ties are Gornskis. But yep, raised the front 20 mil, and then I just did another coil over, like tool height in the rear, because I did 2 coil over tool heights in the rear when I did it first, and then I put another one, so it's 3 coil over tool heights. I raised it, and then the front I just did 20 mil, so it should be pretty good. This is how it's looking. The front's a little bit jacked up at the moment, and I did stuff that up a bit, but that rear, I'm liking how that wheel's sitting. Just a little bit of pump and nicely around the top of the wheel. Even though I'm not probably going to run these wheels, but it's good to know that she got the drift specky stance now. Not the Hot Boy stance, you know. She's got the Drift Boy stance. That's what we're going for, brother. Oh man. Alright, well that's gonna be it for this video, because that's all the suspension done. Wheel alignment, which I will get an actual wheel alignment later on. Just did one now, so it looks like the part, you know, for the video. But yeah, alright, well thanks for watching again. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later, Simon.